Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we've got Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars Shatterpoint. Almost the last one in the box. The last one's Darth Maul, and I'll be painting him off to the side, and Shatterpoint starter box will be finished, except for the terrain. And that's a quick spray with the airbrush, a little bit of wash, and it's done. So really excited about that. I'm finally going to get to play some Shatterpoint. So stay tuned for that. We'll be doing that live on the channel as well. We've got a ton of stuff. Also, at the end of October, I've got a couple videos that are coming out that are going to be sponsored by a local video game store. Extremely excited about that. Really looking forward to that. Good stuff, good stuff. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And I'll see you guys
For the flesh tone, all I did is I did a base of advanced flesh tone. It's a signature series from Ben. Let's see, and I also used for a highlight. I mixed dark warm flesh with that to get the face. I actually started painting the hands, which he actually has gloves on, and then I started painting this hand, and I realized, well, he doesn't have a hand there because he got chopped off by Dooku. So that was wrong. Anyway, I got ahead of myself. So those are going to paint. I'm going to paint those. I'm going to do a base of black brown on the boots and the gloves, and then I will give it a highlight of like a mahogany to give it, you know, a deep dark red leather kind of look. Anyway, let's do that. We're going to use a little mahogany with that black brown. I'm going to mix a little bit of that in and wet blend the boots and the gloves just to give it a little bit of a brown red sheen on it, you know. Just kind of, if you look at the pictures, it is kind of leathery like that. So let's see, let's take a look. Yeah, see? Just a little leathery, red leather look. I wet blended the mahogany in with that black brown. It's still a little wet, but it looks really, really nice. When it dries, it's going to give that mid-tone a little reddish brown look. It's really nice on the gloves. And then once this dries, I'll water down the mahogany by itself straight, and I'll do a little touch up on just the high areas of that boot and the knuckles, and it'll make it pop, and then they're done. And then we will move on to the legs and the tunic here. And I think that's more of a purple brown or orangey brown, something like that. We'll get it figured out. I've got some colors picked out right over here for that, and we'll decide what we're going to do in just a second. All right, let's do it. For Anakin's pants, I'm going to use this dark burgundy. It's actually a signature series by Ben Comets. It's a really nice color. It's a dark color. I kept bouncing from these other colors over here. I'll show you. I started out with dark plum, and then I thought about burnt sienna, and then I actually thought about mahogany as the pants to get this purpley color that he has. But man, it turns out dark burgundy is the right color. Spot on. So we're going to go ahead and start that on the pants. And I believe, yeah, just the tunic and the pants, I think. I went ahead and I'm going to redo this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the pants a straight mahogany, right? And then I'm going to, here's the tunic is here, and there's some up in here. Obviously this, and this will be the tunic, along with a little bit of this right here probably, and this inside shirt. So this outside one will be, I'm thinking Payne's gray, and we'll do it with a blue. So mahogany brown with some highlights, dark burgundy for the tunic here and there, and then we'll do a Payne's gray blue for the cover he has, the shawl or whatever you want to call it, poncho, I don't know what that is. Anyway, alright, let's do it. I went ahead and mixed the dark burgundy with the mahogany a tiny bit, and I did a little highlight in here as a small mid-tone, and then I used a little bit of the flesh tone to lighten out that same mix that I did, and I put a little touch on the high areas just right here, just on the little area, here and there. Nothing crazy, just to get some highlights in there. Alright, so now we're going to move on with the dark burgundy to the tunic. Okay, I added a little bit of the dark warm flesh to the dark mahogany or dark burgundy mix so I can get some highlights here. Mid-tones, really. See, nice and easy. See, isn't that nice? That looks good. Okay. There. Gonna use a brown wash for the hair, just like I did the last model in the last video. I like to use washes on hairs. I mean, you can use opaque, water it down a little bit, but I like the white to show a little bit through on the highlight, and it really works out on the head a little bit. It seems to work out on the head better that way. But so I will use a brown wash, and if I have to highlight it, I'll just highlight over the top. No big deal. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Gonna get some flesh wash right in there on the face a little bit. I don't do eyes. Man, I don't know if my hand's steady enough. I've tried it in the past, and I've had a little success at doing eyes with the white and the black dot and all that. Now, if they're bigger eyes on them, all monsters and stuff like that, yeah. But these little models, yeah, I just don't even mess with it. Yeah, but you know what? If you can do it and you got a steady hand, it's a really simple technique. Little white dot, little black dot, finish the skin, piece of cake, all good to go. But anyway, let's get some of this flesh wash in there. Okay, last but not least, the lightsaber. We did the skin. I went back and forth with the skin a little bit. I'm not super thrilled with it, but it'll do. It works just fine. I got some highlights in there. I may do a wash over it again. A little rough, but you know what? You can't. It's pretty good. I digress. Anyway, let's get that lightsaber done. We're going to use is it sky blue? I believe it is sky blue for the sky guy, right? Yep. Sky blue. I painted the saber already with heavy white to make it real bright, and now I move in with the sky blue.
Well, there you have it, guys. Anakin Skywalker, Star Wars Shatterpoint Tabletop. What a fun little paint. Real quick, real simple. Had several colors, blue, purple, and a brown, and then some silver for the hilt for the saber. That was about it. Well, one of the simpler ones in the box, to be honest. So what we have left now is Maul and the terrain, and I'll do probably Maul off camera and the terrain definitely off camera. But that will sum up, after Maul and the terrain, that sums up the Shatterpoint starter, and I'm looking forward to getting that on the table and playing. And we will doing that live as well. But we've got Legion coming up. But next month, October, at the end of October, I've got a couple videos we're going to be making, and it's sponsored by a local video game store and tabletop game, Autos, Videos, Games, and more. We're looking forward to this little collaboration. It's Night of the Living Dead by Zombicide, and we're going to paint the models black and white, and probably a couple of the other ones on the side. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. I'll catch you next week.